One of the questions we've been asked this week is, when do I pick my apples? What I would say is, in a normal year, which we haven't had for a few years, normally these apples would be ripening towards the end of September and through October. This year, there's a lot of apples that are actually fully ripe now, and particularly when we're starting to get a little bit more rain and some wind over the next few days, it's important just to check. So the one way of easily checking is basically to come in and lightly twist on an apple, and as you can see there, that particular apple has dropped and came straight away in my hand. Some of these bigger ones on here, I suspect, are actually going to be ripe. One way to actually check, well, two ways really. One is to taste it. The other way, obviously carefully, cut your apple in half and you can see the seed in the center there is just starting to turn brown. So if it wasn't for the wind, I'd probably leave that a little bit longer on the tree. Apples and pears, they want to be pruned ideally when they're fully dormant. So when all the leaves have fallen, normally we tend to do this from early to mid-December through till about the end of February. And that's the time really for doing the structural pruning and to try and open up. We will do a more detailed video on that later on in the year at the right time and show you exactly how to do it when we'll be doing these trees quite hard. In the summer, the key thing to watch out for is basically, and at any time of year really, is any dead, diseased or damaged growth, particularly after storms, can be removed at any time of year. All of this growth at the bottom here is actually suckers coming from the rootstock. So all of that wants to be removed, because although the rootstock will flower, it will flower and produce fruit, but the fruit tends to not be as good, and what you're really wanting to grow is your particular variety of apple tree. The other reason for pruning, both in the summer and in the winter, is for trying to keep shapes. So apples, quite often we can either have them fan trained or espaliered, which is where we take the main stem and we take it sideways in sections, or we can take it at an angle, which is called a cordon. So all of these ways means that we can grow more fruit in a smaller area and still get the variety and slightly different timings with fruiting. One of the things that, again, just to double check when you're picking your apples, if you're not sure, cooking apples, when they're ripe, will still be very, very sour, but make fantastic applesauce. My daughter is very, very good at making apple pie, as an aside. But also, because what tends to happen with different varieties of apple is you can get a big glut and all your fruit's ready at one point. We pulp them and make apple juice, which we then put in the freezer and we drink it all winter.